Hello! You are watching RageGirlGaming, and we are back with Dream Daddy. Alright. Last episode was that was a great episode. Well, let's get right back into it. Well, it's been a long day. I'm just about ready to pack it in after a few bites of ice cream from the freezer, turn off all the lights, and walk down the hall to my room. Wonder if Amanda's still awake. That kid needs some sleep. As I pass her room, I can hear a faint sound, but I can't quite make out what it is. I get a little closer. Is she crying? I knock gently on the door. Hey, Amanda? The crying immediately stops. Not right now. Her voice sounds strained. She sniffles. I need to make sure she's okay. I open the door. In the dark, I can see Amanda's outline in the middle of her bed, knees hugged up against her body. Is everything okay? I don't want to talk about it. Did something happen? No, nothing happened. Go away. Something must have happened. Amanda. Get out. Okay. I quickly leave her room and shut the door behind me. Once the door closes, I can hear her crying again. Wow. What has her so upset? She seemed fine earlier. She's usually so open with me. Did I do something wrong? Is she mad at me? I guess if she wasn't before, she definitely is now. I can't even remember the last time she snapped at me like that. I have a hard time falling asleep. When I finally do, I'm still thinking about Amanda. After a long night of very little sleep, I roll out of bed and make myself a pot of coffee. Amanda should be up for school soon. Maybe she'll be willing to talk to me about whatever's bothering her. About 10 minutes before she's supposed to leave, Amanda comes out of her room and makes a beeline for the freezer. Morning, Amanda. Morning. She drops a frozen waffle into the toaster and slams the freezer door. She won't look at me. Yikes. So, anything big going on at school today? No. Okay. Do you need a ride to school? No. Want some coffee? Amanda pulls the toaster lever up and takes her still freezer-burned waffle out before it's finished cooking. I have to go. Amanda picks up her bag and storms out. Oh. Okay. I haven't seen her act like this in a long time. It's usually short-lived, but it always hurts. Hopefully this blows over and things are back to normal soon. I sit back at the kitchen table and look at a picture of Amanda and I hanging on the wall. In it, I'm teaching her to ride a bike. Her face is a mixture of excitement and pure, unadulterated fear. I remember how determined she was. Every time she would fall off and scrape her knees, she would get up and try it again. Eventually I had to stop her because she was bleeding everywhere. Then she started to cry because she didn't think she needed bandages and wanted to keep trying. As I put the bike away, she just stood in the middle of the street and screamed. And I took her for ice cream, and it was like nothing ever happened. After giving it a bit of thought, I decided that if I force her to talk about it, I'm only going to make things worse. But I have an idea. I start rummaging around for ingredients. I hear Amanda walking in the door. Instead of heading for the kitchen like she usually does, she makes a beeline to her room. She's clearly trying to avoid me. Hey, Pumpkin? What? Can you come here for a sec? There's a moment of silence. Yeah. I wanted to say sorry about last night. I'm just worried about you, kiddo. I get scared when I know something's wrong and I get even more scared when I feel like I can't do anything about it. Dad, so just, whatever it is, you don't have to tell me if you don't want to. Whatever it is, just know that you have a dad in your corner who wants you to be happy. Honey, you know I'm bad with words, so I was hoping I could speak a language we both understand. Pull a cake out of the refrigerator, place it on the table. Hopefully the frosting has set by now. Ta-da! Dad? It took me a really long time, because I ran out of red frosting somewhere around sad, and had to start over, and sorry you're sad, but I support you 100%. This is beautiful. It's strawberry. Amanda gives me a big old hug. Grab some plates and forks and serve us up some delicious cake. So, it's really stupid. What is? This whole thing, I know I've been really weird lately, and there's just, I don't even know how to explain it. I feel like I might have to make you a chart. I'm listening. Do you want me to take notes? I guess I should start from the top. So, you know how Emma R is going to be going to that fancy art school in California, right? Emma R. The other one? Guess you're not technically wrong? It's good to have fallbacks like that one. Anyways, ever since she got the acceptance letter, I've been feeling like she's drifting away, you know? And she's been spending a lot more time with Grace and Emma P. I just thought it was all in my head for a while, but then I found out from Rosie M that both of the Emmas, Grace and Noah, all went to a party at Mackenzie F's on the same night and all told me they were busy studying for the Calc AB final. Those asses! Yikes.
Oh.
So, another important piece of information is, God, this is embarrassing. I have a crush on Noah, and, knew it. That's the thing. What? Whoa. I had no idea. I definitely didn't know that. Okay. You're a bad liar. So are you. I learned from the worst. Anyway, so the only person I told about the crush was Emma R, and she promised not to tell anybody and confront them about the party thing because I didn't want to start drama, so I just keep quiet and keep going on about my business. Amanda sighs. And then one day I invited everybody to get nachos at the mall, and after not texting me back for like 2 hours, even though none of them ever put their phones down for like more than 60 seconds, they all say they're busy, like, simultaneously. So I tell them never mind, I'll just eat nachos at home, right? Well, we were out of chips, and I really, really wanted nachos. Totally understandable.
Aww.
So I go to the mall anyway. I get to the food court, and who do I see there but Grace, Emma P, Emma R, and Noah, all hanging out together and eating nachos without me. What? Gets better. I'm standing by the escalators watching them, and I realize that Noah has his arm around Emma R, which is kind of weird, right? But then they kiss. Oh, fucking hell. Screw them! No. Yes, I know. So I storm over there, and I'm like, hey! Grace drops a nacho on her shirt because of course she does, and Emma R just like glares at me. Grace. Nothing is coming up. I don't know who that is. Grace is the... gossipy one?
Yeah.
I know! Grace is the one nobody really likes, or I guess that's me now. But anyway, nobody will say anything, and I'm just like, you guys suck. Which I realize is not the most eloquent thing to say, but I was very angry, and I really embarrassed, and I just wanted to get out of there. So I left, without nachos, might I add, which only further contributed to this shitty day, and immediately drafted a super long text in a group chat asking them why they've been so weird. And I wrote another one to Emma R, asking how long the Noah thing's been going on, and... sorry, I know that's a lot. You still following? What did Emma R say? Okay, get a load of this. Emma R says, you know what? Let me just read it to you. Amanda pulls out her phone and reads, word for word, in an arduously long string of text messages. Can you believe that? I cannot believe that. I care so much about Amanda's social life and mental well-being, but man, I do not understand what she's talking about. It's all beyond me, and I'm trying my hardest to be supportive.
Oh, no.
We were dating in secret for like months. So I told her that she's being a really terrible friend, and she's like, well, if you think I'm so terrible, then just stop being my friend. And I was like, okay. Then she left me on read. And then... wait, left me on read? What's that? Oh, like, she saw my message and didn't reply. And I know that because there's read receipts. Okay, that's what it is. I don't know what read receipts are, but I'm just gonna nod and pretend I understand. Gotcha. So while this is all happening, I'm talking to MP about how mad I am because she's at least being kind of reasonable, and I'm venting to her about how pissed I am at everybody and stuff. And out of nowhere, Noah texts me, he's like, how could you say that about me? And I'm like, say what about you? And he tells me that MP sent screenshots to everything I told her to the group chat, and I got kicked out of. Alright, I think you lost me at screenshots, but that definitely sounds bad.
Oh.
There's so much more, but honestly, it's all just really stupid teenager stuff. The Bottom line is that everyone dropped me, half my grade hates me, and now I have no friends. Damn. Amanda, so sorry. Emma suspected it from everybody else, but Emma R's been there since Dad died. Can't believe she would just stab me in the back like that. I'm not even mad because she's dating Noah, I'm just upset that she lied to me about it for so long. Amanda stabs the remnants of her cake. Okay, I take it back, I'm kinda mad she's dating Noah. Like, what did I do wrong? Why did everyone just suddenly decide I'm not cool anymore? Why wasn't I enough? I don't understand. And as mad as I am at everybody, like, I miss them, Dad. Yeah, I understand that. Amanda looks so dejected and I almost can't take it. What could I possibly say to help? Anyways, that's it. That's the whole sordid tale. Thanks for listening. Tune in next week for more hot gossip. Wow. I know, it's pretty dumb. It's not dumb. No, it's a stupid thing to be upset over. Amanda, your feelings are real. Don't ever be mad at yourself for having feelings. I guess. Unless you've secretly been a robot who's been approximating human feelings this whole time. Dad, if I was a robot, I would have transformed into a monster truck a long, long time ago. But seriously, I know you probably don't want advice, but I feel like it's my duty as a dad to bestow upon you a few nuggets of fatherly wisdom. High school does suck. And real friends don't do that. But I don't want to say that. That's like a salt in the wound thing. I wouldn't do that. High school sucks. Honey, high school sucks. You make friends with people just because they're there. When you're still living in your hometown, there's a pretty small pool of people to choose from. But once you go to college and once you get out into the real world, you're going to be exposed to all sorts of people, and it's going to be easier to make friends with people who really get you. Some of those friendships can last a lifetime. I mean, look at me and Craig. And some of them only last a little while, and that's okay too. You're going to make so many awesome new friends at art school. Ultimately, I think this says way more about their character than it does about yours, because you're amazing. And if they can't see that, well, that's their problem. I'll keep that in mind. I looked down at the table. Did we just eat that whole cake? Yes, we did just eat that whole cake. Craig would be so pissed at me, but I'm not dating Craig, so I don't care. Well, good talk. Amanda gets up to go to her room. Before she closes her door, she turns around. Hey, Pops? Yes? Thank you. You're always welcome. Love you, Amanda.
I love you too, Dad.
Father-daughter moment! I'm not crying, you're crying!
Welcome. You've got dads.
Dad book. Let me save, because that was a lot. Okay. I'm gonna talk to Damien again because I need a hug after all that shit. Did he change anything? Nope. Can we go to a nightclub? That'd be nice. You know what they say about third dates is it can get pretty serious. Are you sure this is your dream, Daddy? Yeah, I'm sure. Phew. I need a hug. Ever since we had that picnic in the graveyard, Damien and I have been spending a lot of time together. We go on nighttime strolls pretty regularly. He was so impressed with the first letter I wrote him that he insisted that we only communicate by post instead of through Dad book. I initially protested, but he gave me one of his old signet rings to use as a seal for my letters, and I couldn't say no. Oh, he gave me one of his signet rings. I'm crying again. Shit. Oh God. Hanging out with that goth dad again? Please, Amanda, you know his name. And yes. Be honest with me here, Pops. Is he actually a vampire? I remember you inviting him into our household that one time, and I've seen Lost Boys, and I honestly would have preferred trying to see if he could have walked through the threshold of our home under his own power. Yes, Amanda. I have become Damien's familiar. I am compelled under his curse. I'm sorry, sweetie.
Oh.
Turn into a bat. I don't think... What's the point of being a vampire if you can't turn into a bat? Well, okay, I'm off. Are you taking the car, or are you flying into the night on the leathery wings of a bat? One of those. Well, I'm out. Can you throw away the garlic bread that's in the freezer so I don't die? That would be great. I'm keeping it there as insurance. You understand, right? That's my girl. Damien and I walk along the water's edge, chatting. Damien's cloak. He hates it when people call it a cape. Damien's cloak flutters behind him in the breeze. This is going to seem like a silly question, but why do goths wear black? Gothic subculture has always been associated with death, so it makes sense that the style surrounding it would be greatly influenced by mourning. Interestingly enough, though, was that in the Victorian era, Queen Victoria herself mourned the death of her late husband for 10 whole years, wearing black for the rest of her life. If that's not goth, I don't know what is. I have another question. Go ahead. How are you so comfortable with death? You mentioned in the graveyard that it helps you appreciate your life or something?
Oh, no.
I've experienced several losses over the course of my life, and I truly believe the only manageable way to cope with it is to accept that death is simply a part of living. It's a single universal truth for every human who has ever lived. I'm going to die, you are going to die, and life carries on without us. Doesn't that make you feel scared? Not at all. Without the advances of modern science, death was everywhere in Victorian era, and yet funerals were major social functions. Victorians were obsessed with the mementos of their loved ones, even going so far as to take elaborately staged photographs of their dead relatives. The minutiae of mourning was so complex that there were set periods of grieving that were deemed acceptable based on who in your life had passed. Now, we don't have any of that. If you lose someone, you end up feeling you're lost. You end up feeling lost because, if you lose someone, you end up feeling lost yourself, because we have no modern equivalent of those formalities. We need to allow ourselves time to grieve, time to feel that loss fully, but not allow it to consume us. So no, I'm not afraid of death. I believe it is a waste to spend your life dreading the end of it. The time we have here is brief and fleeting and occasionally cruel, but it is at all times precious to stare death in the face and live despite that, I think, is noble existence. Let's save the mourning for the dead. Wow, that's beautiful. I can see the moonlight in the bay glint off of Damien's eyes. He smiles. We turn to the harbor and watch ships pass, breathing in the salty sea air. I look to Damien again, and I can't help but be entranced by his charm, his mystery. I find everything about him so fascinating. I lean in closer to Damien, closing my eyes as I do so. I'm so sorry I have to take this. Shit. Damien steps away from me to answer his phone. Oh no. I hope it isn't Lucian again. After speaking in hushed tones for a few moments, Damien returns to me. Everything okay?
What?
There's an emergency. Lucian? No, thankfully, but I must take my leave. Oh. Okay. Is there anything I can do to help? Dads do have to stick together, right? You know it. Then come, there isn't time to waste. After a short drive in silence, we arrive at a rundown building on the outskirts of town. Where are we? It's better if I just show you. I push the surprisingly heavy door open and find myself in a dimly lit waiting room. A few rickety chairs line the walls, and there doesn't seem to be anyone behind the front desk. There are a few paintings and pictures on the wall, but they're so nondescript I'm still unsure what kind of place this even is. Wait here for a moment. I'll be right back. Damien walks off down a corridor, his boot heels echoing the halls of the seemingly empty building. Distant howls echo from a place I can't see, and there's a faint scratching sound, like claws on tile. I cautiously peek down the hall and find stall after stall of scared-looking dogs. A few of them notice me and skitter up to the chain link fence, sticking their noses through to sniff the air. What have I gotten myself into? Suddenly, the lights shut off. I panic. Unsure of where I am or how I can get out, I stumble through the darkness, my breathing getting heavier and heavier. Damien? The lights finally turn back on. Oh, fuck. Not her. Hey, sailor. Mary, what are you doing here? You aren't here for the fight club? What? I don't want to get punched in the face. Great, because this is an animal shelter. A what? We take care of stray animals, and then people adopt the stray animals. Didn't you see the pets when you walked in? Oh, sorry, I didn't really expect to see you volunteering at an animal shelter.
Come on.
Wow. Okay, kid, way to put me in a box. Dames, you hear this baloney? Just one moment. Thunder cracks and a door bursts open. Peering from the shadows, I see Damien? He's so cute. Damien, you're dressed so differently. It's so cute. Damien? Hey. It's Damien. He looks completely different. No cloak, no Victorian-era clothing, no makeup. I wasn't planning to share this side of me until much later, but I'm not as goth as you think.
Oh no.
I'm a systems administrator for the IT department of a realty company. I wear tennis shoes to work and I listen to Bruce Springsteen. I enjoy going to the hardware store and looking at storage solutions, and I volunteer at this animal shelter in my spare time. I'm boring. You're not boring, honey! You're so sweet! I'm fascinated with Victorian history and goth lifestyle. That much is true. It's just not all that I am. And I need you to know that. Oh, hate to kill the moment here, but there's some pressing business that needs attending to. Oh, right. It's Duchess Cordelia. Again. Who's Duchess Cordelia? She's one of the pups. Gets out all the time. She somehow learned how to open doors, and now she's unstoppable. When did she get out? This morning. I went to go sing sea shanties to the cats. When I came back, she had already bolted. I have to stay here with the pets, so I need you two to go find her. Is this another minigame? I might need to get my mouse. Hang on. Jeez. Okay. I'm gonna save in case this is another minigame, because I suck at minigames. Especially under time pressure. I hate timed games. Jeez. Okay, I have my mouse. I am ready for this. Wait. Save. Okay. Of course. Where could she be? She always ends up running off the same places. Here. Let me draw you a map. Mary starts scribbling on the back of a pet adoption form. She's very smart, ruthless even. You need to stay on your toes and get her back by sundown, or else she turns into a werewolf and starts eating people. What? You're a perfect little peach, Andrew. We just don't want her to be stuck outside when it's cold. Oh. I'll grab some treats and we can hit the road. Damien and I look over at the map Mary created for us. Oh shit. Oh man. I'm Nerd's house? Oh! The ocean or whatever? Mary's sick pad! Smalls, Dames, other nerds. Who is the other nerd? Wait, is that Brian? No, Mario Batali is Brian. Kale? Oh. Coffee Dad. This is amazing. Shit. She got her directions wrong. There's Cat. Oh man, I'm Nerd's house? At least you're not other Nerd's house. Looks like you're moving up in the pecking order. Congrats, kiddo. Where should we head first? I've never been to the aquarium. Let's go to the aquarium. Damien and I exit the parking lot and start driving towards town. I look over at him. He seems concerned. Shouldn't be too hard to find the Duchess, right? She's a pretty big pup. Mary wasn't kidding when she said the dog was smart. One time she correctly guessed the winner of the Kentucky Derby. It was a really great year for Bark, Bark, Bark. I don't know. What do you think our odds are, Andrew? Oh my god. I would, but then that could ruin things. This will be easy. No sweat if I can wrangle a toddler who suddenly decides that she's princess of the drywall and then spend 3 hours fishing a toddler out of crawl space in her attic. I can find a dog. It was Amanda. Amanda did that. Let's just hope for the best. We got this. Damien and I stopped by the... Oh! Stop by the aquarium. Everything looks in order here, but it might help to get out of the car and take a look. You seen anything? No dog here. Not even any sign of her. Did you know that penguins are considered the gods of the sea? Damien, I want to believe you so badly. Balls! Softball field! Let's go! We drive to the softball field. It looks like Craig's team is practicing. I wonder if any of the kids saw something. Craig spots us and jogs over, a softball bat slung over his shoulder. With a baby on your Why are you playing softball with a baby strapped to your chest? That ball could hit the baby right in the face. Are you insane?
Oh.
Hey bros, what's up? Craig, you wouldn't have happened to see a dog run around here, have you? One escaped from the animal shelter and we're trying to locate her. I don't think so. Maybe one of the girls saw something. Girls! Oh, his kids are so cute. They're so cute. Hi, Amanda's dad. Hi, Lucian's dad. We have names. Girls, have you seen any dogs around here? There was a big dog here just a few minutes ago. I don't think she had an owner, but it really wanted to play. We tried to play fetch with her, but she just took the softball and ran. I think she ate it, actually. She was a lot of dog. Here, take another softball. Might come in handy later. Many thanks, Craig. Let's try the Bayside. We arrived back at the Bayside. Just like old times, eh? I remember it as if it were yesterday. I mean, earlier today. So what do you think? Any sign of the pooch? None yet, although who knows if she made it onto any of these ships. The Duchess would do that? I wouldn't put it past her to know how to navigate in rough seas without a compass. Very smart. Pops? Damien and I turned to see my daughter. Amanda, what are you doing here? Did you just think I stayed inside all day vegging out on the couch and watching TV? Oh, sorry. What are you doing? I'm heading home to go veg out on the couch and watch TV. Had to get a burrito first. Young miss, have you seen a dog around here?
Yeah.
Oh, you bet. Saw a Pomeranian with a bow around its neck. Saw a big old Doberman named Henry. And there was a stroller full of Yorkies. A greyhound, a golden retriever. Did you see a Mastiff anywhere? No dice. I would definitely remember that. Gotta run, though. This burrito has about 10 minutes before the cheese breaks out and the molecular structure of the tortilla makes it all soggy. You understand. I do? Of course. Have a lovely evening, Miss Roger. He's so polite to my daughter. Back to the softball field. Damien and I return to the softball field. It looks like a game is in progress and Craig's team is winning, of course. Any sign of her? I don't think so. Wait, maybe? Never mind. It's just a kid taking a nap in the outfield. We get back to the car. Shit. I fear the hours are growing short. Must make haste if we'll find the Duchess by sundown. Damien's looking more stressed out by the minute. I gotta think of something to lighten the mood. What kind of dog does a vampire have? I imagine it would be unwise for a vampire to take up the company of a smaller mammal for the means of a companionship if it would be too tempting to. A bloodhound. I was gonna say bloodhound, Damien. I fucked up! No! Oh, yes. Yeah, I need to... I might need to restart this. If this date fails, I'm gonna restart this, because I can't lose him. Jeez. Keep reading Damien directions from the map as we drive around town. Cul-de-sac. Drive through the cul-de-sac and everything seems to be pretty normal. Looks like Brian's doing some yard work. Pull into Brian's driveway and hop out. Hey, don't step on the grass, I just mowed. Have you seen any unusual activity in the area today? Aside from your underwatered lawn? Oh, here we go. How dare you? I took my lawn care very seriously. Andrew, please.
Huh.
You haven't seen a dog running through here, have you? Well, a few hours ago I heard Maxwell barking at something. When I came outside, my garden had been torn to shreds. It's going to take forever to re-till the soil. It could be a dog or a rather feisty raccoon. Whatever it was, it must have been hungry. Ate all my tomatoes. Very sorry to hear about your garden. If you need assistance restoring it to its former glory, please don't hesitate to contact me. Will do, buddy. Good luck finding that dog. She's probably still hungry. I wonder if she's looking for mood food elsewhere. The coffee spoon! We park in front of Matt's coffee shop and walk inside. It seems like a slow day. Matt sits behind the counter, reading a book. Hey, Matt!
Hey.
Didn't expect to see you two today. What's up? Have you seen any stray dogs around? Actually, yeah, I caught one digging through the trash earlier. Ran away when I tried to get closer, though. Did you see what direction it ran in? Matt, thanks for a second.
Hey.
Might have been running east. East, I think. Pup tore 3 pans full banana bread Kennedys. Want to take some for the road, just in case? Sure thing. Matt packages up a slice. Thanks for the slice. The road slice. This banana bread is going to be so good. I think he meant to give it to you for the dog. Right, I meant it's going to be so good for the dog to eat. Shit, east. I feel like we're on the right track. You think? If we keep this up, we'll find the Duchess in no time. Hey, if you like dogs so much, why don't you have any? Lucian is severely allergic. I wouldn't put him through that. But there are still dogs in my life. For that I am grateful. Oh, there's about to be one more dog in your life, buddy. Splendid attitude. Let's not waste any more time. Barely. East. Went east, so Bayside. No. Bayside. Damien and I arrived back at the Bayside. Doesn't seem like anything has changed here. But Matt said the Duchess went east from the coffee spoon. I suppose we need to go not so east? A cul-de-sac. We arrive at the cul-de-sac to find everything looking normal except... Uh-oh, Hugo's front door is wide open. She can open doors. This is classic Duchess Cordelia. Telltale sign. We should approach with caution. Whatever that goes down in there, I've got your back. Creep up to the porch and step inside. There's that damn dog! There, sitting in the center of Hugo's living room like she owns the damn place, is one of the biggest dogs I've ever seen. Woof. Well, she hasn't broken anything in here, yet. Wonderful. All we have to do is get this leash on her before she tries to escape again and get out of here before Hugo comes home. Easy peasy. Duchess, come here. Duchess eyes Damien warily. As she approaches, she begins to growl. She's on her guard. We'll need another plan. Banana bread Kennedys. Reach into my pocket and pull out this slice of banana bread Kennedys Matt gave me. Duchess sniffs the air and hones in on the bread. Come here, girl. Nice and easy. Got some yummy homemade, vegan, and possibly gluten-free banana bread if that's what you're into. Duchess cautiously approaches me and gives the bread a good sniff before gently taking it from my hand and dropping it on the ground, like dogs always do for some reason. Curls up and starts munching on the bread. Success! Damien walks up behind Duchess and attaches the leash to her collar. She immediately notices and starts whining. It's time to go home now, Duchess. Damien gives a tug on a leash. She won't move. Duchess, what happened to our rapport? You and I used to be bosom buddies. She still doesn't move. She's huge, and there's no way I can even try to lift her. Well, this is a weird situation to be in. I think we're literally trespassing in our friend's house with this large dog. What are you nerds doing? Ernest stands at the door with a plate of pizza rolls. Don't tell your dad about this. Definitely telling Hugo about this. Hey man, be cool. I am cool. Cool enough not to tell your dad? You're good. Duchess notices Ernest and starts pulling against the leash. Why is this dog in my house? It's a long... Duchess suddenly breaks free from Damien's grip and hurtles towards Ernest. Ah! Ernest and the Duchess fall to the ground. Pizza rolls fly everywhere. This is bad! Ernest, are you okay? Ernest feeds Duchess the pizza roll. Hey, she likes pizza rolls! Ernest sits up, but the dog keeps licking his face. Oh. Hey. Shit! Hi, Hugo! Hugo stands at the door looking like he's at a loss for words.
Sweet Manchego.
What are you guys... Whose dog is this? It's a long story, but it involves a large dog who knows how to open doors. Boof! Hugo, may I present to you the Duchess Cordelia? How do you do? Woof! We're friends! The Duchess licks Ernest's face. Aw. She's from the local animal shelter she got out and we've been chasing her all around town. Your house is her final stop. Dad, can we keep her? Ernest, I don't know if we're set up to take care of a...
What?
Wait, did you just call me Dad? Come on, please, look how cute she is. Hugo sighs. We had been talking about adopting a dog for a while. But you have to promise me you'll take care of her. Yeah, I'll give her all the pizza rolls her little heart desires. Suddenly remember what's on the back of this map and pull out a pen out of my pocket. Got the forms ready for you if you're interested.
Oh.
I'll even waive the adoption fee since, you know, we're technically broke into your household. Well, alright, it's a deal. Whew. Hugo steps onto the porch with us and signs the form while Ernest plays with the Duchess inside. He sure seems to be happy with his new friend. I know, he called me Dad, can you believe it? Damien places a hand on Hugo's shoulder. I certainly can. I think this will be really good for Ernest. It should teach him some responsibility. You should probably look into getting better locks on your doors, though. The Duchess is a wily one, but do right by her and she'll love you two forever. Thank you. And long story short, the Duchess now lives in a happy home and neither of us were charged for breaking and entering. So all in all, I think it was a fine day's work. Nice work, you two. Andrew, you can be a valuable asset to our team of volunteers, you know. If you feel like petting some puppies, hit me up. Mary, I always feel like petting puppies. Good to know. Well, I'll catch you fellas later. Mary starts to leave. And one last thing. Damien's been telling me about you. Glad he finally brought you around. Oh, yeah. Damien's my special boy. I love him. We go way back and got a vested interest in his health, success, and well-being. If you ever hurt him... Mary...
Hey.
You can fill in the blanks. I gulp. Yes, ma'am. Mary leaves me alone with Damien. So, about the whole goth thing. I, completely understand if you aren't interested in me anymore. What? Am I missing something here? I'm not a cool goth prince. I'm boring. I own 5 pairs of tennis shoes. I wear dumb glasses. Don't you care? Of course not. You look so nervous. Damien, do you really think I only like you because of all the goth stuff? That's all cool, but the best thing about you is how passionate you are about the things you love. History, art, Victorian fashion, dogs, storage solutions. It doesn't matter what it is. You care, and that's awesome. And also, the glasses are very cute. You don't think I'm boring at all? If you're boring, then I don't know what that makes me. I spend too much time online shopping for flashlights. I get excited to mow my lawn on Saturdays. I get cranky about commercials being too loud. I've even been thinking about making my own peanut butter. Then maybe we can be boring together? It would never be boring if I was with you. Damien suddenly closes the gap with us and pulls me into a hug. He buries his face on my shoulder. His hair smells like lavender and rosemary. I was so scared you wouldn't like me. Quite the opposite. Damien pulls away for a second and looks me in the eyes. Without the colored contacts, his eyes are so dark and soulful. May I kiss you? I'm gonna be a nerd. I wanna be a nerd. Now what? Welcome. Verily, you may take upon yourself the... you know what? Just kiss me. Smiles slightly and leans in. Give me a gentle kiss. Oh! Damien pulls away and gives me an intense look. Do you want to help me take care of the puppies? Yes! Damien and I arrive back at the cul-de-sac, our fingers entwined. Like a proper gentleman, he walks me to my doorstep. This was lovely. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for everything. I'm very happy I can be myself around you. I'm glad, but I have one request. What's that? Can we keep sending each other letters? But of course. Damien kisses me one last time before turning around and heading home. Amanda runs back to the couch from the window and tries to look as nonchalant as possible. Hello, Father. I was sitting here on the couch this entire time. Hi, Amanda. So, are you guys, like, starting a vampire coven together? Oh, plot twist. Mothman. Damien's actually Mothman. I didn't see it coming either. Genius. Well, whatever's happening, I'm really glad you two are happy. You deserve it, Dad. Aw, shucks. I'm gonna head to bed. Catch you in the morning? Sure thing. Make my way to my room and fall into my bed with my heart full, excited for the days to come. What's my score? It's probably gonna be really low because of that one bad thing. It's gonna be really low because of that one thing. Still got an S!
A romance between us. A chemical romance. What? That's a band?
You nerd, I love you so much. I'm so happy. Oh. He's so sweet. Achievement unlocked. Interview with a vampire. Whew, I think I have everything finally set up. Amanda should be here any minute now. Let's save this. Whew, success! I think that's her car in the driveway. Okay, gotta act natural. Be cool, Andrew. Be cool. Amanda walks to the door with a suspicious look on her face. Hey, Dad. Off with a good start. Something fishy? Rats. Sorry, sweetie, it's the feds. That life of crime is finally catching up to you. Tried to send them in a different direction, but even I'm no match for the power and funding of the U.S. government. Well, if they think they're going to take me alive, they got another thing coming. I'm kidding. You're right. I have a little surprise for you. Yeah, I can tell you're very bad at lying. Amanda, my dear, would you care to join me in the kitchen? Father, it would fill my heart with glee. I lead Amanda over to the kitchen table, where a present lies covered under a tablecloth. It's nothing special, but I wanted to get you a little something. You graduated high school last week, and I know you told me not to make a big deal about it, but... Aw, Dad, you... I dramatically whipped the cloth off the table. Amanda's jaw dropped. No way! I figure you probably won't be able to get cable in the dorm, so I thought it might be nice to take a piece of home with you. A DVD box set of long-haul paranormal ice road ghost truckers. This is all 19 seasons! And bonus material, including commentary with actual ghosts featured on the show. Dad, I love this. Thank you. She gives me a big hug. I'm glad you like it. Hey, you want to hang out with me in the backyard for a bit? Toss the old pigskin or something? Totally. Follow Amanda to the back door. What? Oh! You told me not to make a big deal, but you seem to have forgotten that my entire mission in life is to make a big deal out of your accomplishments. So consider this your graduation party. Surprise! Dad, everyone's here! Well, yeah, everyone wanted to come and support you. Is that a mac and cheese bar? Sure is, fully customizable down to the type of mac. There's an ice cream cake, the good kind with the crunches in the middle. Oh, I love those, those are so good. I don't know what to say. Don't say anything, just go have fun with your pals, alright? So proud of you, Amanda. Amanda smiles and runs to her friends. I should make the rounds and make sure everyone's having a good time. But first, mac and cheese. I walk over to Mary, who's having a lively conversation with Amanda. We have a real fluffy Samoyed right now. His name's Harold. Loves belly rubs. He always tries to lick your face if you get too close. Mrs. Christensen, thank you so much for telling me in greatest detail about every single dog currently at the animal shelter. Please, tell me about the Afghan with the 3 legs again.
Hey.
Sure, Quadro, we call him. It's one of those ironic nicknames. You know, if you're really interested, I could probably steal one for you. Really? Nah, but I could get you in to meet all of them. We always could use some extra hands around the shelter. And if those extra hands also happen to steal a dog... Glad you two are able to bond over cute dogs. Really warms my heart. Dad, we're having a moment. Hey, Sailor. Your kid's a good egg. Where's your goth prince? You two are usually attached at the hip these days. He's around. Stellar. Mary turns her attention to Amanda. It's not too hard to sneak a dog into college. Trust me, I did it plenty back in the day. At one point, I had 3 cats living in my dorm. I decided to leave them to it. All of a sudden, a huge dog leaps up into my arms. Duchess! Hugo and Ernest run up to me. The Duchess gives my face a few broad licks and hops down. We're working on that. Got her in a disciplinary class. She's a wild spirit who runs where she may. I don't mind at all. Looks like the 3 of you are getting along nicely. She's a valuable addition to the clan. If I hold up my homework in front of her, she'll eat it. Cool. We'll deal with that later. Duchess Cordelia spots a squirrel and darts across the yard. Ernest follows her, laughing. He's actually been a lot more manageable lately. I think taking care of the dog is good for him. Thanks for breaking into my house, I guess. Anytime. Andrew. Oh dear. Brian, you made it! Ha, I don't pass up on good Mac. What do you think of the party? It's not bad. Waiting for it. Just not bad? Yeah, it's not bad. Don't let him bait you. Don't let him bait you. Thank you for the lovely compliment. Daisy trots up. Hi, Amanda's dad. Hey, Brian's daughter. See how that feels? This is a really great party. Thanks so much for enjoying it. Thanks so much for inviting us. You're very welcome, tiny child who knows how to pay a compliment. Brian and I lock eyes. This isn't over. Hey, bro. Sup, Craig? Bro. This is a real rager, taking our older age into consideration. I'm trying to be in bed at a reasonable hour tonight. Don't let me get too wild.
Dude.
Don't worry, dude. I'll keep an eye on your fruit punch intake. You know, I'm really glad we're bros again. Me too, dude. Briar and Hazel peek out behind Craig. Hi, little ones. Hello. Hiya. Thank you for all that ice cream cake. Wait, girls, how much of that did you eat? Briar ate 4 pieces. Ask any witness. No, I didn't. Hazel ate 4 pieces and wants to pin it on me because we look alike. I have your face. Nobody will ever believe you. Oh, boy. I'll let you guys figure this out. Good seeing you, Craig. Let's hang soon, yeah?
Bro.
Totally. Tell Amanda congrats for us. Looks like you've settled in this neighborhood quite nicely. Yep, couldn't ask for a better cul-de-sac.
Oh.
Well, I'm glad. Hopefully we'll see you at more church events. We got a big schedule planned for the rest of the year. Sure thing, Joseph. And maybe if you aren't doing anything later, we could hang out sometime? Okay. Sure, Joseph, that'd be great. Well, see you later. Hugo comes up to me with a plate of mac and cheese. The perfect cheddar to mac ratio. Beautiful work, Andrew. Thanks, Hugo. You know, I'm really pleased to see Amanda going to her dream school. I'm glad she turned it around for finals. Me too, that scholarship money will really help. Amanda walks by and pretends not to see Hugo. Amanda, come say hi to your old teacher. Hey. Congratulations on graduating. I know you're going to do great things at art school. Haha, yeah, thanks. Amanda starts to back away. Wait, I just realized that you're not my teacher anymore, so I don't have to be afraid of talking to you. You no longer hold power over me.
Hey.
You're right. Go forth, adult. I can no longer give you detention. Yeah, I'm going to break anything I want, and there's nothing you can do about it. Are you still mad about that time I gave you detention for breaking my globe? Nope.
Oh.
And I'll have you know that the globe didn't even fit through the basketball hoop in the first place. So, she'll fit in the college just fine. Hey. Hey. I think I might go with him next. He's nice.
Oh.
You okay, fam? Robert gestures vaguely to the snack table.
I don't know.
Good stuff. Yep, he looks so wary. See you later.
Hey.
Hey, man. Matt! Let me know when Amanda leaves for college. I'll have a fresh batch of banana bread Kennedys ready for her. Thank you. I know she'll love that. Hey, Amanda's dad. Turn to spot Lucian walking up to me. Yes, Lucian? Thanks for inviting me to your party. Anytime, bud. I know we had a rocky start, but I'm glad to know you, and I hope you know how much your dad cares about you. Yeah. My dad's had a rough couple years, and I know that it must not have been easy to raise me alone. He's kind of a weird guy, but I love him a lot. He seems like you make him happy. So, you're cool in my book. Oh, I got Lucian's acceptance! Thanks, Lucian. That means a lot to me. Sure. And let me know if you want me to give you a stick and poke sometime. If you could do some good stuff, then yeah, sure, why not? Thanks for coming by, Lucian. See you around, Andrew. As the party starts to wind down, I take a seat on our back porch step. The sun is setting and everyone seems to have eaten their fill. Amanda wanders over and sits down next to me. Killer party, Pops. Why haven't I talked to Damien? What can I say? I was inspired. So, I also have something for you. For me? Why? Not to be completely genuine about my feelings for once or anything, but growing up wasn't easy, but it could have been a lot harder if it wasn't for you. Dad, you've been there for me through everything. There's been times in my life where you were my only friend. I was really scared of going to college and being so far away from you, but I realized that everything you've done for me has been to prepare me for this, and I'm ready. I wouldn't be who I am today without you. Don't cry. Don't cry. Swear to God, Andrew, if you cry again. I am crying! You're the best, Dad. I love you. And I'm crying! Anyway, that was enough emotional vulnerability for one day. Present time! Amanda hands me a tiny wrapped package. I tear the wrapping off to find a framed picture of me and Amanda. It's us. Kinda shocking, all of our photo albums are just pictures of me, huh? Figured we needed at least one together before I leave. Amanda? Thank you. Watching you grow up has been the happiest experience of my life. You're such a talented, intelligent young woman, and I'm so excited to see what the future holds for you. Knock 'em dead, kid. Always do. Amanda and I share a hug. This is only the beginning, Pops. Plenty of more memories for us down the road. Memories to make and stuff to break, right?
Aww.
Oh, I'm gonna break so much stuff, intentionally and unintentionally. You're probably gonna have to pay for most of it. Achievement unlocked, world's best dad. Yes! It would be my honor. Amanda hops up. Looks like someone's been waiting to talk to you. Is it Damien? Glance over to the back of the yard, where Damien is sitting on a bench beneath our cherry blossom tree. He smiles at me. I'll leave you to it. Me and the Emmas are gonna go get ice cream. Yay, she made up with the Emmas! Love you, Pops. Amanda runs off to join her friends. Cute! I'm crying! I take a seat next to Damien as the last guests make their way out of the party.
Oh.
Did you know that in the Victorian era they would call benches seedy boys? What? Really?
Oh.
I'm kidding, Andrew. But what if? It's good to see you in your civvies again. Thank you. I had a revelation the other day, Andrew, and I think it was largely due to your continued influence upon me. There was a version of myself that might have been embarrassed to show you my true form, my information technology form. What you said about me, about how my passion was what you truly admired, that emboldened me to feel like myself regardless of how I choose to dress and act.
Oh.
Instead of separate entities, they are simply different facets of myself, a three-dimensional human being with his own thoughts, wants, and needs. I love dressing the way that I do, but feeling constricted by what I thought was my own personal brand made me lose sight of why I did this in the first place. To make myself happy. Place my hand on Damien's and feel a light squeeze. Looking up, I'm greeted by Damien's warm smile. Trying to be more comfortable with who I am, rather than dwelling on who I could be to other people. Honey. Can't stop smiling. I'm so proud of him. Damien, I'm so happy you realize that you can be a dog-loving goth. Me too, Andrew. Me too. I feel myself inching closer and closer to Damien. Go to brush a lock of hair out of face, and I'm shocked at how soft it is. How is your hair so soft? Dog shampoo. Keep running my hands through his hair as he leans close to me, placing a hand on the side of my face. He strokes my cheek with his thumb. You know, public displays of affection were considered scandalous in the Victorian era. Damien pulls me in for a kiss. But I think I can make an exception for you. Oh, crying is so wonderful. Oh! That was the full route for Damien. Oh, this is wonderful. Jeez. Hey. To all the VAs, you're great. You're all great. Man, this was a great experience. I want to give all the people their due credit. Although I don't know how long the credits are. I am just. This was great. Wonder who. Oh, the Build-A-Dad. Yeah. There was a penguin minigame? Dad Battle Mini. Okay, that was the Pokemon one that like people keep talking about online and trying to make it perfect. Whittling, piano, skee ball, golf. Oy. Concert? Who would I go to a concert with? The freaking gargoyle minigame. Dear God, that was horrible. Jeez. Hey. Daddy? Very. What? DVP? I don't know. It's not DVP. This is not DVP by Pup. Ballad of a Fallen Dad? Daughter Brag Battle Theme? Huh. Test Company, please ignore. Hey. There we go. And all of our dads. Aww. A game from Game Grumps. You guys are great. Thanks for making this. I'm going to be experiencing this a few more times, and I thank you for the entertainment. Jeez. I got a picture of Damien! I love so much! Can I make that my background? Oh, I love so much. Yay, Damien. Oh, alright, that's totally the end of it. Here's the intro. If I've never shown it, I don't remember if I have or not. Alright. Let's see. Oh, his picture's in color now! I love it when games do that! That makes me so happy! Alright. So, oh, a gallery. I'll have to look at that in my own time. Alright. Thanks for joining me on this. I think next time I'll try for Robert. Or I may just do another Damien run, see if I can get some bad ends, because I heard there's good ends and bad ends. So I might try for that, or I might take a break from my dearest Damien, and maybe go for Robert. I think I'll do all the good runs first, before the bad runs. Or at least attempts at good runs. Alright, thanks for joining me. This was a real treat. And I'll see you in the next one. See ya.